star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Alex Caruso, Bol out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Bird in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson out there with Holland, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, these two teams just faced off. It's the second game of this mini-series.
Yeah, I mean, we first saw a lot of these back in the 21-22 season, and they were added in a way to reduce travel. They give you a playoff feel with the game-to-game adjustments that I love.
Now here's Sengun. Pass to Bol. Can't get it to fall. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. On the wing, Caruso. Ivy defends. Here's Sengun. Here's Bol. Here's Bird. 37 points his last time out. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Sengun has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Sengun. It's so impressive.
First trip to the line for him here. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Sengun has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Sengun has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Here's Holland. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
What a display of skill. The defense was solid, but he finds a way.
And Allie LaForce spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Cunningham played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
Caruso outside. Pass to Sengun. Here's Bird. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Cunningham against VanVleet. Holland for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Holland's got 5.
Right now they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Out to the wing. Stewart against Bol. Pass to Bird. Caruso outside. Now here's VanVleet. 4 on the clock. Here's Bol. And Ivy pulls it down. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Holland. And it's Bird with a rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Got it.
This is where Sengun can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And having a man of his talents in the small forward position gives them so many options. On both ends of the floor, he's able to swoop in and provide his team with just about anything they need.
Here's Cunningham. Ivy outside. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Şengün.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Ivy outside. Shoots over Caruso. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Right wing. And Stewart over to help. Bol, a good look. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
And you can see the floor awareness by Şengün. Just an outstanding passer for a guy his size.
Pass to Holland from outside the arc. Not going to go that time. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Detroit making a change here. Beasley's checked in. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
Now here's Cunningham, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Rejected by Bol. Ivy's shot is off. Got 6 of 8 shots to go. Pass to Van Vliet. He takes it in. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the first quarter.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Here we go, fans. Time to get out. Everybody, it's the Pistons House Squad.
And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. Taking a look at the visitors here. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And, of course, Detroit, currently a ways below. Beasley, pass to Cunningham. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Bird. The Pistons clear it.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Now here's Thompson. Still without a bucket. Just 4 to shoot. Beasley for 3. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 4 rebounds now. Bol, a screen on Ivy. Pass to Bird. On the wing, Caruso. Şengün against Stewart. Caruso, the pass to Şengün. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Şengün's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one drops. Gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Now Van Vliet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Bol, pass to Van Vliet. Bol, a screen on Cunningham. Van Vliet on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Van Vliet misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Caruso against Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Beasley outside. Misses off the right iron. Van Vliet outside. Back to Caruso. Pass to Şengün. There's the double with Thompson. The three. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. And here's Cunningham outside. Unable to get that one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Van Vliet with it. Guarded by Stewart. Pass to Bird. Back to Van Vliet. Now Şengün. Shoots over Thompson. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Şengün's gotten his third basket of the night.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Ivy outside. Three-pointer. Stewart sinks the tray.
Yeah, what a dish right there. I mean, Ivy anticipated the open man and executed.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Now here's Şengün. 7 points in the game. Drills it from deep. Bird's got 6.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Beasley. Pass to Thompson. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Ivy with the ball. To the middle. And finished off by Stewart.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes, and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Ivy outside. And there's a pick. Pulls it. Stewart, no good.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Van Vliet against Beasley. Now here's Van Vliet. The D's right on him. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And just a great read from Cunningham. Pouncing on opportunities to collect steals.
Cunningham against Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Shoots over Beasley. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Bird's got 8.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Caruso, the pass to Bowl, and finished off by Bowl.
Ooh, Caruso's got that good eye. He can spot any opening.
Pistons trail by 14. Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Caruso outside. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Bowl. Bird passes to Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And that one's good. Cunningham. Give him 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And an overpowering first-quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. They lead by 14. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Cam Reddish is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Bol, and it's Christie in at the 2-guard spot.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 16. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls.
They got Tim Hardaway Jr. playing power forward, guys.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Back to Schroeder. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Bassey pulls it in. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Hardaway, the pass to Bassey. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now here's Van Vliet. To the inside. Bowl. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons trail by 16. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Hardaway. The 3-ball. On target from range.
And it's Hardaway getting it done as a pick-and-roll ball handler, something he did a lot of early in his career.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bowl with it. He's got 17. Back to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bowl. Shoots over Holland. The rebound by Detroit.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Hits the trifecta. Hardaway's got 6 points in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Wagner. And the layup is good off the glass.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Schroeder against Van Vliet. Shot's good by Schroeder.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kicks it out to Wagner. On the wing, Caruso. Defended by Hardaway. Schroeder against Van Vliet. Pass to Wagner. Shot blocked! Beasley against Reddish. Beasley, pass to Schroeder. Here's Holland. And the deficit down inside single digits. Holland's got 7 points in the game.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Van Vliet. Bassey pulls it in. Pistons trail by 8. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Detroit. There's the block. And he recovers it. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Holland for 3. No good there. Gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Down low. And here's Beasley in his last outing with 12 points. Here's Bassey. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
The Pistons have come to fight here in the second quarter.
To the glass, just refusing to give up on plays.
Good time out here.
Teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Looks like Bird's plans to get that fourth quarter rest here and might not pan out. Remember, the New York Knicks are up next in the Garden. And Team Bird is shorthanded.
Checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Schroeder. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
What a nice trend has been for him in regards to rebounding. He's been attacking the glass these past few months. His numbers are way higher, and that makes him a more effective all-around contributor.
Now here's Beverly. To the wing, right side. Nance, the pass to Van Vliet. Nance against Stewart. They still need this. Shot is good by Nance.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Pass to Stewart from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Now here's Van Vliet. Tightly guarded. Can't cash it in from close range.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Bassey. And Ivy subbed in for Hardaway.
Well, I tell you, every game is different, but I tell you.
Pass to Beasley. Jacks up a 3. And it's Bird.
They weren't fighting like this in Boston like this.
Bird's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways.
Team Bird got fouled in their hands here with the
They do
Pistons.
have an edge on the board.
Wagner against Thompson. Here's Bird. Knocks it down.
Along comes Larry Legend.
Bird's got 11 points.
Settle all that
His
down.
fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Beasley. He's scoreless. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
No debate there. He got hammered.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Hardaway's checked in for Beasley. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 7-point differential. Cunningham is rebounded by Wagner. Gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's Bird, defended by Hardaway. And Wagner gets it to go.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Van Vliet against Cunningham. Here's Simmons. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And he knocks down the first one.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the help and being in the right situation.
Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Here's the pick. Lets the three fly. Misses his fourth shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Christie passes to Bird. Now Wagner. Beverly with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Christie. The 15-footer. And it's Bird missing. Pistons trail by 9. Thompson passes to Cunningham. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 11 points.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Here's Beverly. Still no points. Christie passes to Wagner. Beverly outside. Off target from three-point range. Pistons shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Cunningham against Beverly. Wagner with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Christie. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ivy outside. And here's Stewart. The ball's knocked loose. To the paint. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got his third basket on the night right there.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Holland. Simmons defending. Down low, Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Pass to Beverly. Wagner with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Bird. Launches a three. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Bird just stares him down in the corner, waits for the pick to be set, fakes the jab. And once that contact is had, he goes over like he's going to Over anticipating. Wait a minute, he didn't go anywhere. He's still there, wide open. Look, Bird at the buzzer.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Here we go. Time to get live now for York, Detroit Pistons.
Sengun checked in for Wagner. And time now to give some credit to the teams that have been getting after it defensively since the All-Star break.
Their enthusiasm on defense since the break has been fun to watch, making plenty of trouble for the offense and reaping the rewards on the other end.
Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham up top, Beverly defending. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Pass to Simmons. A minute 4 left in the second quarter. Here's Bird, takes it inside, and that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Ivy passes to Thompson. Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Ivy outside. Three-pointer, Stewart. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Now here's Ivy. Pass to Thompson. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Beverly outside. Fires from 14. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Larry frickin' Bird.
On a high note.
Man.
Play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot. Oh, so close. So close.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the visitors. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pistons trail by 14. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Holland out there with Thompson, and it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Caruso. And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bull. And here's Caruso. 5 to shoot. Here's Bird. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 5 assists tonight.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Cunningham. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Fred Van Vliet. First.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Holland. Now here's Stewart. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
For your Pistons, Cunningham. Cade Cunningham.
And he drops the first. That one misses. Shooting 61% for the game, knocking him down. Now Caruso. No points so far. Here's Şengün over Cunningham. The Pistons clear it. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pistons trail by 13. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Holland. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Three-pointer, Stewart. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Caruso outside. Up top, Şengün. Shoots over Holland. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Şengün's got 13.
By and large, Şengün has good shot selection, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Nance, he's checked in for Bull.
Checking in for the away team, number 22, Larry Nance.
Cunningham finds Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit. Gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Bird. The 3 is up. Rebound Detroit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now Cunningham. Here's Holland. No one near him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Van Vliet. Caruso outside. Here's Bird. He buries it from 3. Bird's got 6 in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
There's that competitive nature from Ivy, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
Caruso outside. Pass to Şengün. Here's Bird for 3. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Van Vliet. Gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. And here's Caruso. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bird. And the 3 off target. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 13. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Nance. Holland can't hit. Gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet. Here's Bird. Şengün in the post. Stewart defends. Şengün, no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And I really love the size and explosiveness that Ivy brings out of the backcourt.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Bird. Over to the left wing. And he gets the bucket. Christie's got his 2nd basket on the night.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Now Stewart. On the wing, Ivy. Here's the 3. And again, the Pistons missing. Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Bird. He's got 24. Shoots over Thompson. And it's Bird missing.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
3-pointer. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Driving in. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. Thompson's got 8 points.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Wagner against Stewart. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Isaiah Stewart, and he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Hardaway comes in for Cade Cunningham.
And after starting to turn it on.
Simmons with it. Down low. Here's Bird. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Holland. Now here's Ivy. And here's Hardaway. Here's Holland over Nance. Holland can't hit. Simmons looking around. Over to the wing. Here's Bird. Defended by Hardaway. Pass to Bird. Stewart against Wagner. Here's Christie. He's got 5. Shoots over Beasley. They get it again. Here's Christie. Here's Bird, defended by Hardaway. Fades. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bird's got 10 points in the quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Pass to Hardaway. Picked by Stewart. 4-3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here's Simmons. Wagner finds Simmons. Here's Christie. Wagner with it. Stewart defends. And Wagner gets it to go.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Beasley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. Gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Beverly, the pass to Simmons. Back to Beverly. Pass to Şengün. To the inside. Here's Simmons. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Playing bully ball inside. Simmons very effective around the rim.
Now here's Ivy. Give him 8 points now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. A deep three. That shot off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Hardaway with a screen on Beverly. Ivy with the ball. Picked up by Simmons. Ivy against Simmons. Ivy passes to Hardaway. Ivy with the ball.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away.
Reed's checked in for the Pistons. Schroeder comes in for Ivy.
Paul Reed.
A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Simmons against Beasley. Beverly outside. Christie passes to Şengün. Clock at 4. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Hardaway. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And again, no good by Detroit. Gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. And here's Şengün, defended by Hardaway. From 8 feet, Şengün, no good.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Beasley, the pass to Reed. Now here's Hardaway. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Beverly on the wing. Shoots over Schroeder. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Wagner is out there with Bol. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Christie in at the 2-guard. Now here's Wagner from behind the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Bassey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by Simmons. Shooting is around 55% so far. Beverly on the wing, covered by Schroeder. Beverly, the pass to Wagner. Out to Beverly, beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Beverly's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Pistons. To the middle. To the left wing. Here's Clinton. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Left side, Simmons. Pass to Christie. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Christie. Launches it. Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Schroeder. Out left to the wing. It's Beasley on the wing. Simmons defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your...
He misses the free throw. Reed's checked in for Detroit.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Now Beverly. To the right side. Simmons against Beasley. And the shot's good.
Love the assertive approach from Simmons, refusing to let the contact get to him.
Pass to Bassey. Now Beasley fires the 3. Bol grabs the board.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Wagner. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Team second. At the line for the away team, Wagner, Morris, Wagner, 2 shots.
That free throw no good. The Pistons making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. And he's good on the second. So it's Detroit now. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Beasley outside. Clock at 6. Hardaway from outside. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the visitors call time here. Pippen, pass to Christie. Misses the 3. For Detroit, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Bassey. Reddish covering. Christie with a rebound. Christie's got 4 rebounds now. Pippen, the pass to Simmons. Nance left side. Here's Christie. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Malik Beasley. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. Ivy, right side, inside, and stolen by Beasley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Pippen, pass to Reddish. Nance, right side, and stolen by Stewart. Pass to Ivy. Back to Beasley. Stewart outside. Ivy outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ivy's got 10 points here in the second half.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Pippen. The 3. The Pistons clear it. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Cunningham against Reddish. Thompson in the post. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Left side Simmons. Nance against Stewart. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there's so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Holland, he's checked in for Beasley. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here we go, and Nance with the slam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Cunningham, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
That free throw good from Cunningham. Both free throws good from Cunningham. The visitors with the ball. Here's Pippen. Pass to Christie. Simmons with a screen on Ivy. Here's Christie. Oh, a special move before that shot. Christie's got 11 points here in the second half.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And here's Stewart. Ivy with the ball. And it's Larry Nance with a foul. That's his first foul. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Cam Reddish. First free throw is good.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
And both free throws good for Ivy. Gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Outside Simmons. Here's Christie. Off the mark there with a 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Now here's Cunningham. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's Pippen. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a 3-point play.
Pistons foul. Thompson, 3rd personal foul. Team 4. Shooting for the away team.
And the free throw, no good. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Now here's Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Stewart. Takes the 3. Nance pulls down the board.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Pippen. Outside Simmons. Here's Christie. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Christie's got 12 points now in the quarter. Pass to Holland. Nance against Ivy. Stewart, a screen on Nance. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
To the wing on the left. Simmons, the pass to Christie. 3-pointer, no good. The Pistons have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. And here's Ivy from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Ivy's got 15 points here in the second half.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Simmons, the pass to Pippen. Here's Christie. Drives to the hoop. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Holland. On the wing, Thompson. Cunningham outside. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Here's Pippen. Christie passes to Simmons. Here's Christie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
15 foul. Shooting for the away team. Christie at the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Beverly, he's checked in for Pippen. Both good from the line that time. For Detroit, they've gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Cunningham outside. They set the pick. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
Just owning
That
the
was
offensive
hero
glass
ball
right now.
personified.
Just refusing to let up.
And you can't
Not trying to get his teammates
effort.
involved.
You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Christie. Over Ivy. The Pistons clear it. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Now here's Beverly. Okoro outside. Back to Beverly. Pass to Christie. Nance with a screen on Hardaway. Christie passes.
Charles Bassett, third personal foul.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for Detroit.
At the line for the away team, Nance.
And he makes both free throws. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Cunningham, right side. Ivy, outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Cunningham against Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reddish. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
So after the back-to-back Subway series between these two teams, kind of the same result. Although I will say this, though, the Pistons played a lot harder in the first half. Let's take a look at the first half. Look at the second quarter. They were right there. But then they turned it on at the end of the second quarter. But they scored 30 for 30 in the second quarter for with Team Bird. So they really got to the game in the first half. But the second half, it's just execution. They just got out everything. Just grew them into the ground. And then it was just pretty much garbage time. Fourth quarter was just pretty much garbage time. They had a 20-point lead. So I just like to let the Stars get a rest because they got New York coming up next. Like Bird wanted to get these guys out of here, get that fourth quarter rest so we can get ready for New York in the Garden. Pretty much the same story as the previous game. Let's take a look at the box score here. Cade Cunningham, just too much hero ball, man. Too much hero ball. I'll tell you one thing. What we're noticing in these modern era series, we're noticing that the point guards shoot a lot. Like they take their teams out of offensive sets. That if they would just stay disciplined, they could get easier shots for other guys if they would utilize their playmaking skills to get other guys shots instead of trying to get their stuff going. That's what I'm noticing in the modern era more than anything, is that these point guards that we play against are really talented. They're very good. It's just decision making. That's the difference. decision making game to game, man. It's like you very rarely do you run into a point guard who will like take 5 shots. You know what I'm saying, for the whole game. It just doesn't exist anymore. Like everybody, all these point guards are taking 16 shots. Like I saw, remember the game we had where I believe we had a game where a guy took 15 3-pointers and went 0 for 3. He wasn't a point guard though. I believe it was the guy from the Pelicans. What was his name? I believe he used to play with Damian Lillard. He used to play with Lillard in Portland in the backcourt. But then I digress though. It's just that's what we're noticing here. These point guards are really just, it's all about me and not we. It's all about me, not we. But Team Larry Bird here, just man, Bird's numbers are going down in terms of scoring because guys are stepping up more. Look at Şengün. That's just the trade. Look at Şengün. 17, 7 and 7, 8 of 12. All these low post opportunities he's getting. And then Bird again, 6 of 11 from downtown tonight. And they were all spot ups, I believe. I don't think he had one 3-pointer off the dribble. All of his threes were spot ups. And then there you see the result, the high percentage. 6 of 11, man. That's getting it done, man. You see, that is sick, man. 6 of 11 from downtown on spot ups. Max Christie came off the bench, gave him 21 points. I'm not gonna lie, some of this was in garbage time. Most of those points were in garbage time, so it's not. Don't let that fool you. The main impact goes to the front line: Bird, Şengün, and Bol, and Simmons getting out, pushing tempo. Those are your main guys tonight. Caruso played a good game defensively. Didn't get many shots. Didn't need to because he wasn't getting open. Because we're running, the offense has changed. We used to run plays for Caruso. Now we're running those same plays. The plays that used to go to Caruso are now going to Şengün. As a matter of fact, if you ask me, Şengün has become the number 1 option because we're getting so many looks for Bird off the action that we're running from Şengün. So really we're running the play for Şengün, but it ends up going to Bird anyway. So it's kind of interesting how this is playing out. But let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look here at some of the highlights. Let's go with Şengün first. Nice little pop off there, hitting that mid-range jumper, so sweet. There's a post-up opportunity against another small guy, big on a little. There's another one. There's another one. They're just too small. Rebounding. Running the floor on that one. Running the floor on. Bol with 17 and 10. More inside shots, going against some smaller guys. They ain't going to get these kind of looks against New York, I'll tell you that. New York is, yeah, you got Karl Anthony Towns in the next game. It's going to be a different kind. It's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot different against New York. The only thing I'm thinking of that we might be able to take advantage of Josh Hart inside. If you watch my 1991 Michael Jordan series in the playoffs, that's how, without giving spoilers away, that's how Team Jordan was able to get some easy buckets on Josh Hart. And you guys can check that out and see how that took place on your own time, if you like, on my channel. My 1991 Michael Jordan series in its entirety, currently finished, there for your viewing pleasure. But back to this. Let's take a look now at Bird. That's the end of the half right there. Hand in his face at the buzzer. Nobody has bothered that Larry Bird fadeaway all season long. Every time we've gone to it, he gets it off so easily. That's a spot up. Another spot up 3. Another spot up 3 off the weak side, off that strong side action. That's just a one-on-one move right there. Steal. Just another great performance by Team Bird, man. Good team execution. Everybody eating. No more. You're not seeing any more of the Larry Bird 50, 60-point games anymore. Like we go back at the beginning of the season, it was Larry Bird scoring 50 a night because he had to. But guys are stepping up now. They don't know. But this is against a lowly team right here, so we'll see. The game they had against Showtime, if you remember that, when Bird had 45 points in a game winner. So it's. I guess you're beating the teams you're supposed to beat, but if your superstar has to step up against the best teams, I guess it's not so bad. The real sign would be if your superstar has to step up against bad teams. That's when you know your team isn't ready to win a championship. But this team is looking good, gel-wise. It's looking good. to see who's up next. I think Showtime's up next. I think they're taking on. I think Showtime's up next. They're taking on the Kings at home. Yeah. But looking forward, that's the last easy game. I guess Team Larry needed that because they just had the game after All-Star break. Let's take a look at the recent action of Team Larry. They had the insane game against OKC, where OKC came into Boston and just delivered the L. Then they got the night off pretty much. They got Brooklyn and took care of Brooklyn easily. And then the two just getting blown out by Showtime. And then Larry Bird just taking matters to his own hands and delivering the victory at the buzzer. All but 16 seconds left, hits the game winner. And then now you get two easy games against New York, against Detroit. Get the night off, and now you got back-to-back. You got New York, then you got San Antonio. And then you got to go to Clipperland. And Clippers are going to be tough because Zubac is tough. He's tough on the glass on there. And then you got Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant pick and roll. And Jaren Jackson Jr. posting up. And then you got Marketing and Kessler. It's going to be tough. Then you got Vujicic. Then you got DeAndre Ayton. Vujicic again. Then you got Kevin Durant, and I believe Nurkic isn't there anymore. I believe Nurkic is gone. Do they have Nurkic? I think they have Nurkic. I'm not sure. We'll check their. Let's go check their roster. Let's go check their front line. Let's go check Phoenix's front line. See who they feature. I know Durant's there, of course, but Suns. There we go. Let's go to the front court. Nope, they don't have Nurkic anymore, but they do have Steven Adams. So yeah, they got, and you got Nick Richards. Yeah. This is and you got Mason Plumlee. This is a pretty big team right here, man, up front. Then you got Ryan Dunn at small forward. Not going to be an easy night for Team Larry at all. Not at all. Look at that. Nick Richards, 7 feet tall. Steven Adams, 6'11", 265. Plumlee, 6'10", 254. Then you got also, he probably won't get in very much, but they could go to him. They got a 7-footer. And these guys, you know what this says to me? They all set good screens for this guy and this guy. They're going to be getting some heat. Yeah, so it's going to be a hard night for that game. But that's in the future. What's in the now is the Sacramento Kings with their two-hitted of Zach LaVine, of DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis taking on Team Showtime in Las Vegas. Las Vegas sustained that loss to Team Larry Bird, breaking their 28-game winning streak, and bounced back against the Minnesota Timberwolves just recently. And now they're just trying to get back on their winning ways and recapture that swagger that they had before that loss to Bird. And they'll try to keep that going against the Sacramento Kings coming up here next. And I'd like to take this time to ask you guys, if you're enjoying this content, please give this video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll be there when I go live. And I encourage you to check out my other series. My 1962 Wilt Chamberlain in the Modern Era series. Also 2006 Kobe Bryant. My 1991 and 1992 Michael Jordan series. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video as Team Showtime defends its home.